I got a little suspicious, and he could sense that I was now growing increasingly suspicious with every random thing that he was saying. He sent me a video that I didn't ask for. I wanted to see the footage. He then sends me a video, and
This is the craziest freaking thing ever. This is one of the greatest unforced errors in internet history.
Conspiracy theories are entering a dangerous...
Information is the oxygen of the democracy.
There's so much evidence out there that even if less than 1% is true, that would be enough to collapse the current paradigm and change the whole planet.
If you're not familiar with the concept of an unforced error, this is an unforced error. This is the definition of an unforced error. She just said that he sent her this video for no reason, like out of nowhere, because she was like getting suspicious of him, and then he just sends her this video that she didn't ask for.
I guess this was supposed to work as some sort of an alibi. I don't know if he thought that I thought that he shot Charlie. I certainly did not think that he was involved in pulling a trigger and killing Charlie Kirk. I actually don't know why this video, I don't know what this video could have done that he sent me other than to make me feel even more uncomfortable.
Okay, before we watch that video, let's throw a little context behind it. I don't know why it auto expanded my tab here, but let me get it the right size. All right. This video is them carrying Charlie out to the car. And look right there. That's our guy. Right? So, just to remind ourselves, we all were under the assumption that he was filming Charlie, which didn't make any sense at all. And I've mentioned how this retaining wall is actually a lot higher than it looks, right? Look at this. I mean, this woman is crouching down next to it, but from having gone there to the scene, it's not like it would be impossible to get on. It would just require effort. And then there's this long gravel slope that's kind of steep and actually pretty slippery looking. It not an easy place to get to. He had to clamber up onto there. He definitely had to use at least one hand to get up there. And his first thought immediately was to run and get up there and do what? We had thought that he was filming the scene, which was a weird concept. But it gets weirder.
Because the video he sent me is quite shocking. It's also the reason that I knew that Tyler Boyer was lying when he tweeted that this guy was commanded by the police to take down the cameras. He's lying because I have every minute of what this guy was doing, thanks to him having sent it to me, okay? Every minute of what he was doing before he took those cameras down. And there are only 4 minutes, by the way, before he takes those cameras down. So he's next to and he is in front of Mikey McCoy when Charlie gets shot. Now, to his credit, he actually did see Charlie get shot. He saw in like a split second.
Yeah, if you're going to take Tyler Boyer's name to Google Trends, make sure you spell it right. Boyer is spelled very strangely, FYI.
Sees Charlie bleeding and runs, and doesn't run very far. He just runs a couple of yards away. Now, I should mention that the camera guy, he too was also brought into the company by Tyler Boyer, okay?
Notice how she keeps mentioning that? That's kind of interesting, right?
And if you have worked with Charlie for this long, over a decade, and you watch Charlie Kirk get shot, what do you do? What would you do? I'm asking you this question at home. What would you do? I say two things that are pretty commonplace, right? You choose between fight or flight. You run towards him or you run away, and you run away far because you don't know what's happening. Is it one shot?
Now, my answer would be, knowing what we know now, supposing, God forbid, in the future I'm at some speaking event and Candace gets shot and I'm there, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to get out my cell phone, hit record, and run directly to her and film everything. Because just imagine knowing what we know or speculate what we also don't know, what we do and do not know about what the security team did over Charlie's body as they treated him. Imagine what would have had to happen had some pesky, nosy bystander brought a cell phone camera right next to them and started filming what they were doing. And then imagine all the other cameras that would have seen that response.
So let's watch that video.
They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie.
So he was filming Charlie too. He just thought that his own mug and reaction was as important or more important than filming what was happening. And to be fair, he is a cameraman, so he's well equipped to be filming things at this point with his iPhone. Are you a psychopath, bro?
They just shot Charlie.
Was that Look at his mouth. Look at his mouth right there. Right there. Right? Thinking about his response?
Dead.
I don't know.
God help him.
God help him. Hey, I'll give my opinion. This is pure speculation. I would love for this camera guy, I forget his name, to make a statement about what the fuck this video is. But to me, it looks like proof that I had nothing to do with it. It looks like when this happens, how can I make it so that I'm not going to release right away, but just in case anything ever comes up, in case someone like Candace presses me later, I'll have proof of where I was and what I was doing. That I wasn't involved because I was terrified. I was back behind this wall, terrified for my life. Can't you see how terrified I am? Can't you see how terrified I look? Back here behind this wall, scared for my life, just so overcome by grief. Proof. I'm innocent. That's what it looks like to me. Dude, this video is displaying 500,000 views. I bet that in the back end, when they're looking at the analytics on it right now, I bet it's crossing 1 million as we speak. I just got to catch this face one more time. That is the face of a killer. That is the face of the lioness in the jungle. And you're fucked. Like, God help your soul.
That's the first time it was announced, actually, that Charlie Kirk.
Do you hear her voice? That's actually holding back grief. That voice right there.
Was dead.
That is the voice of her suddenly being overcome by the grief again. Just in rewatching how vile this is. And she quickly pulls it together.
It's kind of weird. Go ahead, catch your breath. Hit rewind. Watch it again. Watch it over and
Oh, we will.
over again like I did, because you're probably thinking out loud, what the F did I just watch?
I'll say it for you, Candace. What the fuck did we just watch?
What's going on? What were Charlie's closest friends and allies and the people that were going to carry on the torch doing? Oh, picking up phone calls that they were already on, and filming themselves and prematurely announcing when not a single person could have known that Charlie Kirk is dead.
When we got reporting from TPUSA sources, at least TPUSA aligned sources, very Zionist TPUSA aligned sources, I might add. If I remember correctly, it was Glenn Beck that told us that he still had a pulse in the hospital and to pray for him. Though anyone with like ballistic knowledge, even people with like, I don't have that much ballistic knowledge at all. I don't know shit. And I knew he was dead. But you don't announce that. But you definitely don't announce that he is alive and he's going to make it when he's clearly not.
That would be enough to collapse the current paradigm and change the whole planet.